because everybody's got an opinion, and we'll just make sure that that everybody's respectful of everybody. You can say what you say. If you don't like something, you don't like that. But there's a demographic out there that will. So
Right, right.
it's not a bad it's not a bad thing to discuss those things though, because you're educating people at the same time. Because what we know, somebody else might not know. So, like I said, it's free networking, it's free marketing, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. This is Buck City Kennels Live. This is Merle Talk Tuesday segment of the show. We talking Merle Talk, bullies, American bullies. I got MBM Kennels in the building right now with us. So what's going on, y'all? How y'all living?
We living great this way. We are wanting to be super thankful to you for believing in our dog. He's new to the world. He's one now, so this is his first litter. This is a big deal for us.
Yeah.
He started building his yard a couple years ago through a program that I had. Um, and we've just been building up from there. And Dino was our step up because he does have the Merle pattern, that everybody looks for, and that's what we like. So we're just here to get our program started and meet new people and hopefully expand and grow and build better, stronger, more beautiful dogs.
Yes, yes. Dino is a very beautiful dog. For all the listeners, that is the animal in the avatar right there. He actually looks better than I thought. Man, that dog. You guys got to send me that picture. I need I need that picture right there. Damn.
We'll send
He
you
looks
all the
really,
pictures
really
you want.
good. So let me
Yes.
know, let everybody know how can they get a hold of y'all.
If you're trying to contact us, we're on Facebook. My name is Quinicia Peak on there. Um, so if y'all see some women pop up for MBM Kennels, it's okay. It's I'm not, it's not fraudulent. I'm supposed to be here. He also has a Facebook page. His is Jordan Studevant. He's got an Instagram you can get in touch with. It's MBM Kennels _223. And my Instagram is Quinicia QUANECIAP on there. So you can contact either one of us, like I said, via Facebook, Instagram, on Merle Talk Tuesdays, because we will
Yeah,
absolutely, love getting on here
yeah.
and interacting with you guys.
Oh yeah, 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 definitely. It's gonna be I think y'all 3 hours different than us. So it'll actually be 10 p.m. y'all's time. I hope that ain't too
Okay.
late. But if not,
Nope,
just
that's
like
not
this
too
one,
late
this is
for
gonna
us.
be like we can do these all the time. Just these pre-records, just us chopping it up, showing animals, and I definitely gonna show the world what Dino's producing too. So I look forward to that.
Absolutely.
Be
I
excited.
want to say
We were
thank you
talking
again
before I.
for
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
I said, I want to say thank you again for believing in him. Like I said, this is a really big deal for us too. And, it took help, somebody had to help us get him out there. And you were the one that reached out and let us do that. And we've got a beautiful, beautiful litter on the ground. If I say
Yeah.
so myself.
Yeah, and I
But I
appreciate y'all. You guys were a pleasure to work with. It was easy going. I got my female back. She was full of puppies, and I mean, it was a good deal. And he had the AI. It was no problem. Rather if it was a regular or he's a stand up dog man. I actually met him through uh, another good friend of mine that blessed my channel, APBT
okay.
radio. So it was just the right kind of connection. It was a pleasure. I got her, she's clean and everything, happy. I couldn't be more happy than shit. Like a couple weeks later, she dropped, and then that's here we are. You know what I'm saying?
Here we are, history in the making.
Yeah. You were telling me before we actually started recording, um, about females being in the game, and what I'm saying, just us not really seeing much of it, and the importance, and just things like that.
I think females, as far as women and females as far as the dogs go, I don't think they get as much clout as the men do. Um, the men do, you know, you see the men a lot more. Of course, they're the ones that are out doing a lot more of the work, and I think that's also why the women kind of get, you know, they go unnoticed because we are doing a lot of background work. You know, we're at home and we're feeding these dogs and we're bathing them and we're, you know, helping whelp these litters and we're helping take care of all this stuff, and we do a lot too. And a lot of the time, I guess, really, to be honest, we need to promote ourselves a lot more too. We spend a lot of time taking pictures and putting time into it, and we kind of put ourselves in the shadows. So I think it's
Right, right.
really important right now to let everybody know, you females that are listening, men, get your women on here, your
Yeah.
friends that breed these, you know, tell them, hey, come on, we got something going on, and we're trying to incorporate everybody's opinions and thought, and the women are just as important. And like I said, the dog, female dogs, your bitches, you can't have a program without a bitch. You cannot, you know. That's what brings your litters in. That's what keeps these programs going. And I think we just need to all step up, you know, and push ourselves out there a little bit more. And we need to all make sure we're reaching out and staying in touch with each other and pushing each other through.
Hmm. What do you what kind of dogs are you guys breeding over there? I mean, for the listeners.
Right now, we just have the American bullies. We've got some breedings coming up this year that we haven't spoke about yet. I'm pretty excited about, you know, I got to put some pictures and stuff together to promote those things. But right now, we're hoping that from those litters we can expand to Frenchies here in the future. That's something that I wanted to do from a female aspect. He was interested in it as well, but um, that'll help, you know, brand us somewhere else. And if anybody's listening, you can look forward to us having some Frenchies at the end of 2021. So
Oh yeah.
I'm a
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna manifest that for us over here.
Yeah. Nah, just put it together. You guys, I mean, you guys' yard's beautiful. You guys got a lot of good, beautiful, structured dogs. You know, what do you
Thank you.
think about you know, because I see you guys go for more of the, you know, they really got that nice build, but they're more on the functionable side, like more athletic
They,
type of
they are
dog.
a lot of people look at their pictures and assume that they're standard because of their structure. They've got really nice, you know, their feet are not easty westy, they're not A
Hmm.
frame, they're straight, they're fate. They've
Okay.
got block heads, they've got straight backs. And if you look at their blood, they don't necessarily have a lot of big names. But when we started looking at structure. That's what we looked at. We knew that, you know, if we
Right.
can't come out with awesome blood, you know, because we're just starting out, you got to start somewhere. You might as well make sure that your foundation is solid. So we've got, you know, a lot of
Structure
muscle
don't
tone.
lie. Structure don't lie.
Exactly. It doesn't. And I post my dogs a lot, and they don't get as much, you know, they don't get as much attention as your exotic dogs do. But I feel like my dogs at the end of the day can bring that structure that people need to their programs. I feel like they produce well. They're more on the pocket side. We don't have anything that's over 14 inches in the yard. Um,
Okay.
so everything's pocket over here, but um, you know, their blood mixed in with other things can produce a standard sized dog. So we've actually got one that lives pretty close. I've been posting pictures of him. I need to start doing that more. His name's Money. Um, I have to get some more information about his Instagram account, and make sure I get on here. He's not Merle, but I think his Instagram is MBM Money, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody wants to go and look at that, he looks like he's standard. He's champagne, but then again, like I said, our program was built on structure from these dogs. We use Champion Sicario. His
Okay.
owner is Antonio in Douglasville. I'm gonna go ahead and shout him out. I'll get some more of
Oh
his
yeah.
information too, because he helped us, you know, get our program together. And if it wasn't for Sicario, then we wouldn't have what we have right now.
Oh,
They've got some,
and
you know,
that's that. Let's see. You don't hear that a lot. You know, you don't hear. a lot of people that actually pay homage, and you know, when people help you out, and if you came a long way and stuff like that, you just don't hear people that just will admit that that somebody helped them out.
Well, and I
In
feel
this
like
world.
that's important though. I feel like that's just as important as calling out these names, because these names came from names. You can't have this name without the name that it come from. So you have to make sure that you stop at the end of the day and say, I appreciate everybody from the bottom to the top, because like I said earlier, your program has to start from somewhere. I'm not sure how long you've been breeding dogs, but I've been doing this for 12 years. And you know what I started with? A lot of people might, have an issue with that, but I started off with a $75 pit bull. It
Mm.
was given to me, and I loved it. I loved its demeanor. I loved its, the way it acted around my kids. It was the perfect house dog. It wasn't huge, and at the time, we didn't have papers. I wasn't involved like that. It was something new, but I started somewhere, and I
Right.
worked my way up from there. And here we are 12 years later, and I've just, got into the bully side of that maybe 4 years ago. So,
Okay.
it's we've been doing it for a little while, but it's a concoction. You have to put those things together. You have to go and dig for structure. You have to go and dig for color, and you have to put all this stuff together to get these big names that are out here. And, at the end of the day, you have to step back and say, hey, thank you so much for believing in my program. Just like with you. Thank you so much for believing in our program and our dog, because that helped us produce, and that helped give us a litter to put out there and promote him. So you have to
Right.
pay homage and respect to everybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure I send y'all some more pictures of those guys so you could, promote it, and see your babies. For
And
sure.
that's another thing that I've always made sure I do. I'm not sure how, we can have a discussion on that one day. Do you keep up with your
Oh
litters?
yeah.
How do you keep up with them? Do you send packages? I know I've had people who, they'll, it just depends on how they are with their dog. You have some people who will send you Christmas pictures, and you have some people who aren't really, you're not going to get anything out of them other than seeing them on social media, and that's okay. But you want to keep up with what you're producing, because that's the only way you're going to make sure that your program is growing and that it's continuing to change for the better.
Right.
You were talking about our program having smaller dogs, and being more of the, I would like to say and consider them more of a like classic built, and not height wise, but just like when I think of a bully, I think of my yard. I think about their blockhead. I think about their structure. Is your back straight? Is your tail straight? Do you have an underbite? Can you breathe? Can you run around and exercise and enjoy life? I don't want to have dogs in my yard that I don't feel like are, doing those things. And so I think that's why we've just kind of stuck there. I will say that we are um, looking to expand. Like I said earlier, there's a demographic out there for everything. So
Right.
if I find something exotic that I do feel is healthy, and there's a lot that I've been looking out there at, we will dive into that too, because what I like is not what somebody else likes. And these are my babies, but they're taking care of themselves in my household. So I've got to make sure that everything I do is healthy for them, and it's going to make sure that they get the best out of their life while they're here, because we depend on each other. Those are my babies.
Right. 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 Yeah. So what do you think about those tails coming into the breed? Like, I've been seeing like different standard. I was checking out the ABKC standard. I mean, I know there's everybody got their own standards, and they got these fun events and things where you can bring in different stuff. But as far as the tail go, because I'm a new guy to the book, like that was my first time, with dealing with you guys,
Yes.
and what's your opinion on like a bobtail or a crooked tail or a half tail or a full tail? What is your preference, and does it not matter in certain situations?
I think that comes down to preference again.
Okay.
Just make sure that, you know, if you see something that you don't like, and or you don't think that it's appeasing or that it'll be appealing to somebody else, then don't go for that. My take on it, I prefer my dog's tail to be, a full functioning tail. I don't necessarily want to see a kink. I don't. I know that there are people out there who like those. The little screw cork tail that you'll see on bulldogs. Sometimes you can end up with, and there are people that like those things. You were talking about the ABKC standard. As far as that goes, my Merle, what they consider blotched, they see that as a defect. So it just comes down to the consumer, the buyer. Like, what do you want? What do you need? What do you like? I'm here. My business depends on my consumer and who's coming and looking in my yard. So I hope that I produce what people like, but if you come and get something out of my yard, it's gonna have a straight tail.
Right.
No,
Right.
no, no, none at all. That's just what you'll get from here. And that's my take on it. You do what you like.
So is that coming from like the bulldog or
Um,
the Frenchie, or because I've been hearing a lot of like rumors about these different dogs that they're adding in, and some people aren't. They're keeping everything clean, and then you got these other people, they're adding different things in there. I
and
just
that
that's
and
what
that
I've been hearing.
well, and if you go back and you look at these dogs that have been added in, your bulldogs, your terriers, you can look at their tails, just from their own full-blooded, what they carry, what they look like, their structure, the same thing that makes
Yeah,
them. You can
and
look at
and
that
it's
and
it's
say,
it's almost dead on. Like,
exactly, and you can say, okay, they incorporated this dog, and this dog has this feature, so of course this is where this comes from. So um, I just, I can't put a finger and say, hey, this is your fault, but that's
right.
what it is, just
So
from
the dog, if they're like that, let's just move forward and make sure they're healthy. Is that more of
exactly,
the
just like
tone?
when you, yeah, just like when
Okay,
you
I got
when you start to breed your dog and you have a litter and your litter comes out and your litter doesn't have the big topic with bullies. I don't care what you say. I think the biggest number one topic with bullies right now is their appearance. Whenever you think about a bully, you think about this muscled up, huge, just crazy big docile creature. It's like the biggest monstrous teddy bear thing ever. You don't think about the terrier, the pit bull part of it, that brings in the more toned muscle, more determined and eager. I don't want to say aggressive because they get a lot of heat, but you can't give them a lot of heat because without them, the bully wouldn't exist. So I'm going to say that they're eager and they're determined. They were, used to hunt and stuff with. So they've got those straight legs and that back that I was talking about, and that chiseled face that you see. A lot of these dogs that you see that are super muscle, that muscle comes from there. So yeah, everything that's incorporated, that's mixed in, that's brought in is going to have, it's good and it's bad. And like I said,
right,
at the end of the day, it's just up to, the buyer. Do you like this? Am I producing what you like? And if I'm not producing what you like, I'm not going to hate on the next kennel. I'm absolutely going to promote and say, hey, you can go here and talk to, this person, and this is what they're going to have, because I need people to do that for me. And at the end
right.
of the day, that's why I think that this is such an amazing thing. And I think it's so ironic that, some women were just discussing doing it, and, you're doing this. So that's why I said, hey, I heard y'all talking and I was like, I want to talk. I want to,
Yeah,
let women know, get in
yeah, yeah.
there,
Nah,
get in the
yeah. We need to
discussion.
get in there. If you could bring one along, also, so we can,
Exactly.
get it going.
I do have some, a lot of people that I've met along the way, who have helped with, um, if it, delivering puppies, whelping them, doing their fades, or what you call docking their ears, or whatever, clipping ears, whatever you call it. I've met a lot of people from all over the United States, and without meeting them and their help and them educating, me along the way and teaching me things and correcting things that, we thought were right and okay, You need that. And there were a lot of women. A lot of the people that we dealt with were women. And it's just like, we kind of shy away from having to get on these things and do these things. But it's important to say, hey, we're here. We're here and
Yeah.
we want to be involved.
Well, people want to learn, people want to learn, and they come and they sit back, they check out the good content. We're not harming nothing. It's for the betterment of the breed,
Exactly.
overall. So,
Chatting and
and
getting to
it's
know
great
everybody.
promotion. I want you to feel free to, promote what you're doing over there, and Dino, and everything else.
Exactly.
That's how
And
things start out small and they end up big.
exactly, the snowball effect. As long as and as long as there's energy and force behind it, moving it, it'll become great and be a big thing. And you were talking about promoting and stuff. I got up this morning and something in me was just like, you need to put on here. You need to put your females on here, and you need to promote your females in the yard, because your females are what puts out and what brings these new litters in, so we can keep continuing to breed these bulls and put them out there to the world for everybody else to enjoy also.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Uh, Let me see. What was I gonna see? Oh yeah. So this is Merle Talk Tuesday, and that will be every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Pacific time. What's your Eastern Standard Time?
We are. So it's
Yo,
where,
you
what time you are?
so it'll be 10 Eastern Standard Time every
Okay.
Tuesday. That's when we're gonna be going up. On here, I make sure I send y'all the link. 20 minutes before showtime, so that
Absolutely. And
we'll
sure
be
that one of
backstage
the
ready to
people
go.
log.
But let them know anything you want to let them know how to reach you one more time, and before
One
we.
more time, let you know, you can reach us on Instagram at MBM Kennels _223. You can also reach us on Facebook. His name's Jordan Studevant. My name is Quinicia Peak on there. You can inbox all day, all night. I don't care. I've got a crazy schedule. I'll be there to answer all questions. I want to say this too, while you're asking about promoting. I've come across a lot of aggressive people when it comes to, I've heard a lot of people complain about questions being asked and information being wanted. Never ever be afraid to reach out to me in my program. I don't care. I understand that we're in different time zones, so never ever be afraid to reach out to us. Like I said, again, MBM Kennels _223 on Instagram. Mine is Quinicia P. My Facebook again is Quinicia Peak, and his is Jordan Studevant. So anytime you need to message us, anytime you want to hop in, on Tuesday, so we can get this Merle talk in, y'all can
Nah, we're
hop.
gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going.
And I,
We got a
we
couple hard hitters coming to talk too. So I hope
okay,
everybody comes with ready to get it going. So it'll be a good show. I love when people hit me up and be like, "Man, it was a great show." And I'd
absolutely.
be like, "Okay, cool. So how can we make it better?" So we're gonna add you to the
Glad to be a
panel,
part of
definitely.
it.
Yes. Anyway, this is Buck City Kennels Live, Merle Talk Tuesday. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Peace.